plays a defending forward a lot, can't he, Lewis? And then pops it up. They've done it a couple of times. Big kick here because he's been quiet. Needs to drill this, and if he does, they're all square. Can he get consecutive goals for the Hawks? You betcha. Rioli and now Franklin, the two big guns. It's all what's he got in store for us in the second half? I'll need something from him, you reckon. Mitchell, well done, industrious. Here is Franklin. He might be within range, Buddy. Oh, have a look at that. Only Buddy can do that. Savage has taken a couple of good ones. Smith with some running power, and then just belts it onto the boot. Dangerous here. Buddy, he's kicked a couple. He's got it. Left foot, right foot. Handball. Here is Gunston. Lovely kick. Oh, Franklin again just drops it. He'll try and work an angle. He's in a good pocket for Buddy. Splits the middle. He's kicked 4.
Factor that Franklin Scott, as you mentioned, Reid, has competed exceptionally well in the marking contest, but when the ball's on the deck, good luck, hang on for dear life.
We always think if there's one part of Franklin's game that's, you know,
shot maker, so there is time, but the momentum is with the Hawks. That's a magnificent kick to Gunston, and then Gunston quickly to Franklin, but he's going to kick 5. He does, and the Hawks are going to win. You would think from here.
Plays on, lacks marking of the mark there from the Cat. Burns inside the forward 50, one-on-one, and the mark is taken by guess who? Buddy Franklin, coming up 5 goals. Simply too tall there for Mackie. Game number 144. Starting the day, 35 goals in 12 games against the Cats. Add that to the total. Looking at the flags across the ground almost. Meantime, back come the Hawks. Franklin gets on the end of it. Well done by Gibson. With his right boot, if you don't mind. It's amazing with that distance shot there. The rain disappears, but it's coming down quite heavily as he moves inside the 50. Kick is good. He's got 2. At the other end, Johnson's got 2. Conish's lapping it up. Gives it to Lewis. Franklin's on the move. He's got space.
AFL for being able to perform acts like that.
So Buddy Franklin, goalless last week, 5 in the opening round. Kick is on the way. Goal umpire goes up fair way. That's a magnificent kick.
Lewis, he's got Franklin short now. Lewis is a really good long kick. That's well played to Buddy. Buddy, he's had 15 disposals. He hadn't had much impact on the scoreboard, but oh, you'd like him from here, I reckon. So he's kicked a couple. That hurts, doesn't it? That really hurts the Crows.
He's got it now. Buddy will begin his move. He'll go to Franklin. Franklin gets separation, takes the mark on his chest.
Gee, they spread it.
Then, in the last part of the trip, goes right to left. We'll watch it. It's coming back left to right, but he ignores the other. Like a well-trained dog, he just puts it through, and I think he sees the humour in that. He's got 3.
He went off the line according to the umpire. High ball, but he's got to sit over the top, and he gets it. Can he be cool? He is. Was there a push there or not? Buddy Franklin kicks the goal. Little kick into Savage and go over the top to Buddy. Will momentum carry him through? It does. Buddy Franklin turns around, has a pop from 20 and got it. How's that from one end to the other in a flash? Brilliant stuff.
Hawthorn the opportunity to bring the ball in quickly from a point kick in, and they had players out everywhere on the wing, and it results in Franklin kicking an easy goal down the other end. That's just...
Plays on, puts it to the top of the square at the orders of Buddy Franklin. Had to beat a couple and took the mark, even though Hayes tried to...
He's getting forced around. Well done to Bruce. He saw Franklin one-on-one. That's all he needs.
Straight drop punt kick. Rare thing from Buddy. Hawks in front. Because he wasn't quite ready to receive, though. And as a result, the Hawks, Gilbert falls to ground. That's dangerous when you're playing on Rioli. Look at that rough head to Franklin. Takes a bounce. City end goal. A little left foot banana. Good stuff, Buddy. Now Shields gives it off. Guerra from 55, long ball. Franklin just throws his man out of the way, and I don't think he'll be penalised.
Should have been allowed to be one-on-one. There had to be a third man in punch there on the goal line.
Franklin with his fourth. Smith to a one-on-one. Buddy always dangerous here. Over the back, Franklin along the ground or in the air. He goes along the ground because that's what he likes to do with the Buddy ball. Bend it like Buddy.
Lays it down. Puopolo always fancies himself to break the tackle. Franklin and Roughhead, they've worked pretty well together in the past. Buddy hooking back for a goal.
Just a weight of numbers at the moment for the Hawthorn. It's 190 disposals to 106. We saw the trend in the first quarter, and you just get the sense.
Out from half-time then. Roughhead, Franklin sent away on his left boot. Manna from heaven gets his second. It's becoming a run. Roost is about 55 metres out. Franklin in the pocket. Well, could he be on a sharper angle? Maybe not. Check side. Well, there you go. No matter where he goes, kick it to him.
It's his 250th goal at the MCG. Matthew Richardson leads the group.
Johnson is run down. Rioli spectacular. Franklin reaps the reward. They are sparkling right now, the Hawks.
I don't know what goes.
Hands onto it, Bruce. Little under Lewis, quick kick forward. Again, it's Franklin this time. He's manhandled.
Mate, from here.
No guarantee.
Brought out a Buddy ball. It hasn't helped him for the moment. Needs to kick this just for confidence, if nothing else, and he has.
Jono, so they're back in front here. And
Great
what a
tackle.
game. There's 15 seconds to get another one. Mitchell deep. Wouldn't they like Buddy to take this one-on-one? It was probably the first genuine one-on-one.
A midfielder, you lick your lips at that type of delivery service.
Well, they started with a couple of goals and they're finished with a blast and a blaze of 3 goals glory. Hawthorn in 2 minutes. They have turned this game. You'd like to do that a few times. Into Hale, he could go along to Buddy and he could take the mark and go back and kick a goal if he wants to.
I was thinking about the didn't kick one in warm-up at this end.
2 marks, 2 kicks from one end of the ground to the other, and a goal. The potency of Hawthorn on display. Last week, of course, kicked 1 goal 3, but he was always likely to do better than that today. And all of a sudden, he might be on a pop through his 3rd goal, and yes, he does. And the Hawks, they are up and running now.
Mitchell clearance.
North.
The give of Puopolo here is outstanding. Around there, knew exactly where Franklin was. Could have fed there to Bruce, but in the end was too good.
Of the boundary.
There's the score sources. We'll come back to that in a moment because the Hawks might get another one and Buddy might just get number 4. And it's not even close to half-time yet. And they'll lead a new footy after that. He's kicked that to Hobart. Like that for Delaney. Whitecross was there to pounce. Pop it into pocket and again he's clear. And Buddy takes the mark.
Roughhead.
Within 40 metres.
Lanova reacts to it. So it's push it and push it. Don't overstep the mark, but push it as much as you can.
Is this 4 1/4 for Buddy Franklin? It is. 5 for the day, and the Hawks lead blows out to be clear and running into an open goal. Or Thompson might have bitten off more than he could chew.
Yeah, he threw it because he ducked the head twice, got away with the first one. The umpire gave him a bit of grace.
Yeah. Today, 5 for the quarter for Buddy Franklin. Point blank range, really.
Yeah, look, it still doesn't leave the boot that well.
No,
it's a goal.
It didn't then, but back to 30. Buddy makes his move.
Over kick.
He did, didn't he? Gets the free kick.
Unnecessary bit of gravity.
Yeah, well, they all pull away. He might still get a run around here.
And Wells was onto it, but a little late, so the angle and the percentages did improve. And Buddy Franklin is having a day out. 7 goals for Buddy.
Lightening the load on. They pushed him forward, take him out of the midfield. He ran pretty hard in the first half.
Farida trying to be bold. Buddy got there. Oh, he's having a day out, Buddy, and he kicks another one.
First quarter
them. They used the ball short. They had that 25-metre kick. That's what got them out of the defensive end and allowed them to push forward effectively. Once again, then Ferrito was going to go long in the second.
They work the angles. Bruce, high ball. Buddy's there again. Shrugs off Thompson and takes another mark.
And the work of Roughhead behind on that.
So try and have a look down the ground shot at how he shrugs him off. I mean, he's not a great contested mark, but he is still a powerful man.
For number 9. And it's not even three-quarter time. It's not even close to three-quarter time. He's got 9 hole in their defence. Suckling, the wind-up. Smith off the left. Here's Buddy.
Well, Buddy's going to get a shot at it.
This is the main event. Buddy Franklin for 10 goals. This absolute superstar. First time ever, 10 goals for Buddy Franklin. And he could get so many more today.
Birchall's been outstanding.
Here he is again, Franklin. Takes the mark.
The ball hasn't died enough and it doesn't swing. It only swings on about the last 25% of the journey, so this is about the right distance.
So Buddy Franklin looking for number 11. He's getting into uncharted territory now. That is 11 for Buddy. So on the 50. A minute to go. Here we go. Buddy Franklin for 12. Sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy the show. And what a show he's put on. 12 goals for Buddy Franklin.
For the Kangaroos, you look over at those hills and you see they are it's like a Tolkien tale for North Melbourne. And this bloke he's like Gandalf today. He's just done everything. Magical.
What a day for the Hawks after... Oh, hang on. Might not be over yet. 5 seconds to... Oh, he's going to bounce! 13! 13! Can you believe it? He's kicked 13 on the siren. It's the intercept mark. And that will disappoint Matty Primus because guess who's got on the end of it?
13 last week. He's got the button on the abacus ready to go for number 1 today.
No, he just needs 15 goals to reach 500, Jared. Make that 14. Schoenmakers has got loose at half back. Franklin, can he get clear? Earns himself a free. Bruce.
Put the hands in the back.
Buddy decides to try it on. And why wouldn't he? Has he got enough in him to kick a goal? Of course he has. It's Buddy after all.
Finally was able to do it. And kick it from 55.
He just relaxed, didn't he? And then the last one nearly lost control of the ball, but he had to oversell it to get the space. It was a brilliant kick, though. Absolutely.
Burgoyne, Young almost could nail it from there. Franklin will come. He impacted hard, and in the end, didn't mark it, but he did kick his third. Need a goal. Pioplo one-on-one with Pfeiffer. Buddy's about 40 from goal. The kick might go longer. It does go to Franklin. And somehow he found himself where the footy was.
Changed direction. Results in Buddy having a shot at goal.
He thought he might have deserved 50 to help him get closer. But this is for number 4. And Jared Ruffey will tell him that's what he's got so far.
The big pack. Hale climbed on. Franklin lays a tackle and he held that sling up just enough. He knew that he would have been in trouble had he dumped him, and he wins a free for it.
I still don't understand how the umpire expects a player to make an effort when he's completely bear hugged in a tackle like that.
He plays on from outside 50 and leaves them breathless.
What can you do?
He's trying to get the ball out. It was the sheer strength of Franklin that kept the ball in. I'm with you. He never had prior opportunity at all. Great finish, though.
You can see that on your screen right now. He had to dance around him, Smith. Inside 50 again. The fly to the back. Gunston about to pounce to Franklin. This is right in his wheelhouse. They've put the foot down the handball up to Roughhead with one hand, if you don't mind. And then the pinpoint pass to Franklin. And even though he's on the wrong side...
They've got a good connection, Roughhead and Franklin.
Yeah.
They've played so much together, I guess.
He's got 2 goals so far this afternoon. He closes the angle and then kicks the goal. That is pure magic.
With a heavy ball as well. Got the ball.
So Birchall hits Suckling on the move, and he short passes to Franklin. And they are, right now, giving the Brisbane Lions and Michael Voss 45. They're showing no mercy. 4 goals to Franklin. Fed back by Savage. Sewell. Franklin, look out from the pocket. That is as good as it gets.
It went Shields, it went Savage, it went Sewell, and then, here's the trigger. Bang.
And that's the unfortunate part about Maguire. We're talking about his one-on-one efforts have been very good, but he still walks off the ground with 5 goals.
Time to just search for the footy. Shields has a little slip. Gunston in the front spot. With Bootsma to Roughhead to Franklin, rolling it and bouncing it through for a goal. Clever kick by Puopolo, and then he bounces back up Puopolo and handballs over to Franklin, who kicks the goal. He's energetic, Puopolo, isn't he, around the footy?
Inside up 53 to 26. Sean Savage unloads inside the forward 50, holding, I think, Buddy will get a free kick.
The reason why, Bruce, it looks like Hawthorn have got a loose man everywhere is because Carlton are trying to orchestrate that through Nick Dye.
Runs around and puts it through. He's got 3.
Try and see if they can catch him from behind.
And have a shot lead.
I just don't know if he's got the confidence in his running.
Well, Franklin has, and kicks a 4th. Got a couple like that tonight, hasn't he?
Just need to get the basics right. You see Dygan there, he's trying to guard the gap there, but Franklin comes through. When he's such an attacking player around a stoppage, ideally his direct opponent Jamison
Up the top. Franklin, you can hear the crowd with Rioli, ball in hand, and Franklin coming at him. Takes the mark, the perfect combination.
It was a beautiful bit of play. He's very unselfish, Rioli.
Lance Franklin. 25 metres out. Goal number 499 is chalked up on the board for Buddy. Ready to join them, and it might be sooner rather than later. Long kick towards full forward from Lewis. And it's going to come from a free kick. So Lance Franklin, at the age of 25,
He locked the left arm.
499 goals to his name. 500 great goals for Buddy Franklin. Let's hope there's 500 more to come.
With Franklin all on his own deep.
He finally saw him. He's pretty good against 2 on his own. He's unstoppable, Buddy Franklin. It's his 3rd.
Forward, but no one tracked him coming on.
Well, if you direct opponents, the first thing you do look for, especially when you're playing on a player such as Franklin, he stands out and
Again, takes it. You can see what was in his
vision.
mind. Hard running from Shields, and Franklin's heading out on the angle on the lead. Very well organised.
It's one of the first times he's actually had space to lead at the player with the footy and just get a nice regulation pass delivered to him.
nothing Phil Davis could do there. He's trying to cover the dangerous space.
He runs around and launches, and it's coming back. And there's 4 for Buddy, and he's only just warming up.
Great start. Here's the commentator cam here. You can just see Phil Davis trying to guard the dangerous space. Beautiful lead. He held his lead. That was the key there. He initiated some body contact with Davis. But you can see Phil Davis here. He was yelling, screaming at one of his players to get out on Lance Franklin's left foot. And then Franklin kicked a beautiful goal. And I think that's being in
the Hawks get their chance. Can they finish it? Mitchell, Franklin will win a free here against Richards.
See, it didn't look like. He was pushing him there, holding his ground.
That's what he has ahead of him. He's bent it back. It's coming. It's there. Buddy's back.
defensive 50.
And a clearance now for the Hawks. Lewis to Franklin.
Isn't it amazing what happens when you handle the ball cleanly in the middle and you kick quickly? Physio's been out with Sean Burgoyne.
They've kicked this from on the paint. Bends it back, strikes it okay, squeezed it in. Franklin has 2, and it's a 19-point game. Ball through Burgoyne, Puopolo, Franklin to tie the scores. Breathtaking.
Players there's beyond me, but then now they've turned the Sydney defence around and they're at a loss to match up.
Well, you can see why the Hawks are premiership favourites, because they've come back in this game so quickly. Swans back in front, great game.
Mitchell steals the takeaway though. Short, poor kick. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, brilliant. It's a brilliant kick. It looked like he didn't quite catch it properly off the boot. Don't know that he's been in control of where the ball's going, Lance Franklin, with his kick overnight.
He's got 3. He drives it long. That was never in doubt. Hawthorn by a point.
Young on the wrong side for him, comes back inside. There's no wrong side for Mitchell, and that's a clever mark taken by Buddy. Now, he's within range. Saw the set shot record, so not much better than 50%. But he's got such a leg on him, and he's gone bang, and it's gone as long and straight as you like.
Well, this one way to test out a dodgy Hemi. First kick launches it outside 50. Richo, we were down there pre-game. It's really cold. Notice a pretty significant strapping on that Hemi.
Slips a hand pass away. This is Suckling. So good when the ball meets his boot. He sends it long down towards Buddy. It's going to be another one. If it will sit, it does. It is.
Well, what about here? The setup's great. He's really starting to elevate himself as probably one of the best kicks, if not the best kick in the game. And Darren Glass actually played it as well as you possibly could.
Yeah. Although Lewis to Whitecross, runs forward to the wing, towards the pocket. Guess who? He's coming for the pad. So Lance in brackets, Buddy Franklin. 2 Perth players tonight in the spotlight. Highlight reels both of them, and that is a brilliant kick. Oh, what a beauty. Buddy Franklin deep in the left and telling. They've got the overlap here. Mitchell waiting for the man to cruise past, then doesn't use him. Goes into Franklin. And Franklin takes the mark where just moments ago he thought he had double, in fact. Had nothing to grumble about Buddy. But going at number 4 here, he'll be 1 behind the pad if he kicks it. And he does. Franklin's got 4. Hawthorn have got 7.
Just at the moment, I think the way Franklin's come back.
By Savage. What a game he's played. Looks inside the forward 50. And sometimes players who don't know they're going to play. Oh, what a wonderful mark by Franklin. Savage put it to his advantage, and Franklin did the rest.
Been terrific. Well, Franklin hasn't had the rhythm tonight.
No.
It's about a 50-50. He's only 25 metres out, but he just is not really on. This might get him into that rhythm if he can keep this online.
How big is this kick? Franklin comes in and kicks it straight through the middle. Momentum suddenly going to half-time with the Hawks. They come from everywhere. Just keep an eye on this. No, it's merely celebration. Franklin wanted to go for a trot. He was pulled back.
Burgoyne and Shaw. Shaw and Burgoyne. Great contest. Shields goes for goal. Franklin can't quite. He's held.
Oh, difficult place for a defender, Tom.
It's a goal. But he's got his second.
Drag down. Mitchell did brilliantly. Hand pass from Shields to Rioli. And Rioli hits Franklin on the lead.
That's fantastic team morale. Is it the tactics at half-time? When they're a long way out, they just kick through the footy.
Nothing to fear. Then he comes there. Magnificent kick. It's on the way. The battle of the birds. One bird has flown. It's a hawk.
Well, it was brilliant footy. It was interesting too. Buddy to cloak. So they've got 9 of the 14. Mitchell again an inside 50. Good mark.
What about the balance of the Hawthorn inside midfielders tonight?
And now, keeping up this great record against the Pies, he's kicked 46 goals in 11 games, including tonight against Collingwood. It's long, it's high, and because it's Buddy, it's always handsome.
Really should have marked it, Roughhead, but he's recovered the ball. Got it to Franklin, he goes along the ground, and he's kicked the goal. He kicked under the pressure, Buddy. Was an intelligent thing to do. They had to scrap and fight hard for this. It wasn't your classic lead-up play, and just the genius of Franklin in the end able to score a goal, really against the whole momentum of this game.
It was a dangerous little period for the Hawks. They had to score the next goal. You don't want Adelaide getting out with Sewell and Mitchell getting involved.
Dynamic out of the middle. Biggest lead of the game. Franklin at the back of the pack here. He's going to run into the open goal. 4 in a row for Hawthorn. They lead it by 20 points.
It's getting it out of the middle, and it's Brad Sewell.
What a beautiful pickup. Turns his man around. Has he got the strength to go on with it? He handballed out in front. One of the 3 didn't get it. He has simply been electric. Paddy Dangerfield in this last quarter. 11 disposals for Dangerfield. One of the best finals quarters you've ever seen. Boy!
I'll tell you what, Stratton was good then as well. Corralled him, didn't let him turn him around.
Cyril. Hawthorn. Look at the pickup. Cyril to Buddy. Buddy to kick the goal around the corner. Got it. Buddy's kicked it. Hawthorn by 10. 3:30 left. They're 10 up. How do you play if you're Hawthorn?
I think you just got to keep trying to attack. I don't think, really? At 3:30.
Look at him, Lewis, so busy now to show and makers. Broke the line. Kicks to Franklin. Got him. It's a beautiful kick. So Buddy's had, O'Keefe's had 8, so they're the only 2 players on the ground with as many as that so far. So Franklin with big numbers, missed his first, hit the post with another. That's looking close again. It's a goal. Franklin nailed it. Big kick.
To build something from the back, can he make the most of it? Runs to midfield. Again, this is where their problems start to begin. Well, Franklin makes it easy, takes the mark, surrounded by Swans, lines up, hasn't got the carry. It's a goal. That could be a lifter.
Well, that kick there from Grant Birchall was outstanding. He kicked it across his body. He saw Franklin. He placed it beautifully, and then every single day of the week from there for Lance Franklin.
Immediately stops. Bruce with the free kick then. They're trying to move it quickly. They feel they've got a chance here, and that's the man they need to move it quickly to. Franklin wheels around. Hasn't got the carry. I think so! Buddy Franklin, long range, gets the goal. 2 points the difference.
Well, that's symbolic, isn't it? One of their best players down, but not quite out. But Franklin, with some help, turning this game around. Gee, a lot of goals to the City end today.
It's gale force wind. Certainly got that presence about him at the moment, Buddy Frank. This is his 3rd contested mark. Looked really at home and just turned and went. That's the 14th goal to the right of screen 3. Just